30 things that you're missing, but at least you have a coffee. So whatever the problems are, shouldn't be that bad. I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Ooh, can we check anything? Can we, like, actually go somewhere? Web browser? Hey, it does work in the group too. Good deal. What's up, boys? How you doing? Just did one the same color the other day. Nice. Yeah, my buddy's got one of these, or this color on a Challenger. I really like this color. It's good. Something a little different. It's gray. It's not bright colorful, but yeah, it's cool. Where are the tint emojis at? Dude, I am so upset about tint emojis so far. I literally check every day. So I reached out to like YouTube support, and they said that they would enable them. They just got to forward it to their internal team, and it can take up to 2 weeks. Whoa! D3 with a $20 super chat right out of the gate. I'm about to make a trip to you and let you do my windshield. What? Are you serious? Where are you? That'd be cool. I don't have much of a waiting area though. But yeah, so they said it could take up to 2 weeks to get the emojis and shit like that enabled, and then like still nothing. It's been like 3 weeks now. So every day I refresh it to see. I'm going to reach out to them again and see. But I live in Ohio. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not far away at all. Well, probably like at least an hour. No, I'm a little farther north. Maybe like an hour 15 at least. We'll set something up. That'd be awesome, man. What kind of vehicle? What are you gonna make me do? I guess that's a better question. If it's an old truck, I'm out. I can't. I wet sand those defrosters. I never liked the idea of wet sanding. There's few techniques out there: backblading, wet sanding. The easiest way that I found works like 99% of the time for 99% of anything that you got on the back window. Oh, bro, I don't know if I can do that. So one thing about 2001 Chevy Silverado wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. But doing it in like here, I would have to go to the glass shop. I could set you up at the glass shop and we could do it there. But I can't do it out of here. I don't want to leave the door open for any projects right now. So that sucks. I knew it was an old truck. When is Tint News coming back? I don't know. Tint News, I really like the idea, but it like what I found out, the hard truth about Tint News was that I do like the same take 50 times on just something dumb and simple that I'm trying to say. And then it's just like, then I have the arrangement of clips I got to put together. And then I started doing like graphics and stuff. And it's just like I went way overboard with it. What would be really cool is to actually film like a Tint News thing here on the stream. We could go through like the Facebook groups and stuff like that. And like I could basically keep track of certain things that I found interesting in like either some of the Facebook groups or just in general, mostly the Facebook groups. And then we could talk about them on stream. We could do like a live Tint News thing, and then I could have an editor cut that down. The issue is that I know the video wouldn't do very well regardless, so It'd be more of a community supported thing if they really liked it, but you need to make more videos like the one you did on the Fit. Thanks, man. I wanted to do more topic focused videos. When I gave the editor that video, I was just like, just do what you do. The problem is there's so much footage in those streams that they are actually kind of expensive to edit. So that one was like basically $200 for me to get edited, and the views were just kind of abysmal. But it's something that I'm like, you kind of just have to like power through it for a little while. So I'm just trying to pick and choose what I think is going to do well overall. And what we did was we filmed the beginning of a soap video in the last live stream that just turned into a whole cluster of different streams because we were having technical issues. So the good news is we're running a wired connection right now. So that will hopefully fix the problem. I don't think it was the computer. I think our internet, it could have been just the house internet itself just had like a hiccup and caused the whole thing to like just, because we have had that where we're connected wirelessly or like, you know, Wi-Fi. And then all of a sudden it'll just like drop out for a little bit or something like that. Yeah, because it's lifted 9 inches on 39, so it wouldn't even fit in your garage. Bro, dude, that is hilarious though. This started out so nice and like endearing. Like I'm about to make a trip and let you do my windshield, and then this like went into, I hope it's not a, like, I live in Ohio, I hope it's not a truck, and then just it's a 2001 Chevy Silverado with a 9-inch lift. God damn it. Yeah, it's a big truck. I have double 5 all the way around, and full windshield is 35. Well, at least you went reasonable on the windshield. Very nice. Dude, that was fucking hilarious, though. Thank you. Advice on a 2010 rear window on a Toyota Sequoia. Toyota Sequoia. You know, if I'm being real, I don't get a lot of Toyotas. Toyotas aren't that bad, though. Sequoia. Oh, no, not the tree. I will look this up for you, though. Because I feel you, bro. Looks like a pretty standard SUV, but a lot of the time, I'm looking for a back picture, though. I did the whole truck myself. Nice. How'd it go? How many times? Was that your first thing? Does that back window roll up and down? It looks like it rolls up and down. Oh, it does. Ugh. Okay. So Toyota has this. Okay, I don't have great advice for you. Just cross your fingers that you don't get a lot of them. You got to treat them like a door window, but they're not going to be fun entirely. Like there's the, like Ali said, the like the Forerunners. I believe there's a handful of other ones that do the exact same thing. It skips my mind right now. But yeah, it's one of those weird things. You will hardly ever come across it. You gotta just kind of do it like a roll down door window. Sometimes the inside seals will pop out. But for the most part, even like they're just not super fun. You're always like they put the switch all the way up by the driver's side too, usually. So it's just like, that's where a plotter, in that case, that's where a plotter would really come in handy. How much time do you normally take to do a whole car? Lately it's been about an hour and a half. Sometimes 2 hours just out of, whoa. Sometimes it's about 2 hours. It really depends on how much I sit on my phone. Efren with the $2 super chat. What's up, Tint Sensei? Thanks, man. How you doing? Oh, and there's another one. Oh, wow. Jesus, you guys. Holy shit. Jamie with a $5 super chat. Hey, Matt, thanks for doing a charger. You helped me after I did it 5 times. Nice. Ooh, that's... See, there's a lot going on there. I did it 5 times. Yeah, that's just like, good on you for getting through it. I've been there lots of times where it's just like over and over, but then you finally get it. Once you finally get it, the next time still will be like, it's still rough, but you'll get there the more you do it. But yeah, that's awesome. Way to power through it. Good job. And thanks for that super chat. That's huge. I like the 4 window, lots of shrink, hard fit, not fun vehicle to do. Oh, like the 4Runner. Yeah. My advice on the Sequoia: 1, pull interior panels. Ugh. Yeah. Whoa! D3 with another, wow, holy shit. A $10 super chat. I ordered the spray 5-gallon like yours and bought other stuff, spent $1K on Tint Depot. Can I screenshot this and send it to them? Wait, I'm gonna take a picture real quick while it's up on screen, and I'll send it to my Tint Depot contact. There we go. That's awesome. Thanks for the support. I actually have a 3-gallon, but 5 gallons are like really, really good. Jeez. We're not even gonna get to this car today. Efren with a $2 super chat. Been a while. I've been here. I stopped tinting for right now. Aw. Well, we appreciate having you here. For sure. Everybody's got their own reasons. So, do you have any glass aid in stock? I do. And holy shit, we're about to have clay bars. Clay bars are coming today. I hope they're good. You guys. Maddie, $3 super chat. Any advice on how to keep your corner cards new? Buy new ones? So some people will, Jesus Christ. J. Lopez, pair punching. Oh, it's a super sticker. What? Let me check that out. Fist bump, buddy. Boom. Thank you. Really appreciate that. But back to Maddie's question. Any advice on how to keep your corner cards new? Oh, wait, they do have something. Hang on. So if you're using tri-edges, they have these. They're called the Smooth-Its. They come in a couple different things. I haven't really taken the time to get used to them or like give them a fair shot. But I've talked to the owner a bunch, and they're fantastic. So they're just a fabric. They're meant to like smooth your tri-edge cards down. So they fit in just like this. I love using tri-edge for all my corner stuff, so it's a natural fit. So I guess I should probably give them a little bit more of a chance, but they're supposed to smooth everything down. Also, there's some people that will sand them with like some really fine grit sandpaper. I haven't ever done that. Generally speaking, professional cards and stuff like that, they're pretty inexpensive anyway, so I usually just buy extras. But they'll last you, like the tri-edge stuff will last you a while. If you're using stuff like the Easy Reaches, those will scratch regardless. Or you can maybe try some Teflon tape, but then you have to reapply it a bunch. I haven't been a fan of that either. But I don't know. I think that's probably the best suggestion. I'm a huge fan of tri-edge cards. It's just the material. You can't beat it. Hell yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you again for the super chat. That's huge. And then the fist bump one and everybody else. Dude, that's awesome. We're off to like quite an awesome start. And it looks like the stream is okay so far, so that's really encouraging. We do have a wired connection. Unfortunately, it is just across the house from the router itself. I have to like put it in the basement, run it up through spiders, and then punch a hole up here, or just run it across the floor. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be doing. Efren again. Started window replacements and partnered in a company. With my with my in-law and started to get investing, buying to flat rent out soon. Wait, sorry. Let me read that again, because I got chat in my ear too. Started with what the fuck? Bro, you are just relentless today. You have earned your kills name. D3 with a $50 super chat. Dude, that's fucking incredible. Last one, we'll set something up next month to come up. Keep up the great work. Oh, so you really are going to make me do it. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. We'll set something up at the glass shop. I will make a special stream. If you bring it up and we set something up at the glass shop, we could do it maybe live on stream or something or whatever. I don't know. Regardless, I will do it on the old truck. I hate you a little bit, but I love you. But an old truck, man. But thank you. Thank you a bunch. And Efren with that $5 super chat. Started window replacements and partnered in a company with my in-law and started to get into investing, buying to flat rent out soon. Oh, okay. Like, that's cool. Yeah. I don't even know what to say. That, like, if tinting, you get involved with something, like, no worries. That's cool. I like having you here. Thank you for supporting the stream still. That's incredible. The tint gods have blessed you today. The community have, the tint gods have abandoned us. The community has been incredibly supportive. Thank you, guys. I feel like wired Ethernet doesn't have lag. Yeah, it should be much better. So, but like the way I had it set up was pretty damn good. So I didn't just have like a wireless card in the computer going to the router. I have an actual router sitting on the computer, and then I wired it into that, and then I mesh networked them together. So it's one router talking to another router wirelessly, but it's like the download speeds on it were still like 600-700 stable, but it only takes like, half a second for that to disconnect and then just give me issues. So who knows? Johan, holy shit, 25 SEK. Oh, hello from Sweden. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a great day. Thank you. We got coffee, we got a car, we got fucking badass community support going on. I mean, it's a great day. I got to sleep in too. This is a later appointment. He asked for 12 and I was like, do I want to sleep in? Yes, I do. What are you putting on the car today? Yeah, I guess we should probably do that, huh? Okay. We're doing 35 in the front, 20 on the back. We're using Geo Pro Classic. Classic Pro Classic. One of those. But it's going to be a good time. So we got a lot to learn on this back window. The doors, a little tight, nothing too crazy. But the back windows, I've made a bunch of videos on them before. But this car is what I would say is the most difficult common car that you're going to get. A lot of people missed the common part when I made a post a while back. It's just one of those things where, when you do one of them and you start getting them down, they'll become second nature to you. But if you haven't been tinting for very long and you get one of these, they're very curved in comparison to a lot of other windows. And then also the defrosters can give you issues as well. No plotters in sight. It's a great day. I want to hit up US Cutter again. See if they're going to send one out. I would really like to mess around with a cheap one, though. That would be a lot of fun. Pro Classic is GeoShield's dyed film? Yes. Yes, no carbons today. Oh, wow. Here. I don't know why it flags... It randomly flags some comments that I don't think it needs to. In Maryland, we don't get good internet. Shitty company monopolized service, so we have to buy them. Oh, because of shitty. That's shitty. It shouldn't do that. Fastest service they offer is 100 megabits down for like 100 a month. I'm in an urban area too. Yeah, so the last area I was in, Fastest down was like 150. It was dominated by Comcast. But if you come further out east here, there's a lot more competition. That's the way it goes with a lot of with pretty much everywhere. There's always like one company that has the infrastructure and everybody else piggybacks and like runs lines and stuff like that, but they don't have actual infrastructure. So competition can be really, really difficult depending on where you are. Here, it's actually, there's a service called Wow. They do 1,000 down for $80 a month, which is insane. No, they're a little bit more expensive now, but that's what they came in doing. I'm still on Comcast at like $80 a month, but I have like 800 down right now, but only 40 up. Everybody had very limited upload speed, so it didn't matter in that regard. But for live streaming, you need faster upload speed, so best I could get here is 40. Yeah, internet's super annoying. And then you cross your fingers that it doesn't get knocked out. More often than not, I'm on my phone anyways. That old Verizon unlimited data plan. Okay, so we're gonna get started. This is good. This is a good coffee though. So it's in a thermos today, which is good. So it'll stay cold. And I have more of it. All right. So with that, I guess let's get started. Dude, I could just hang out here for a long ass time. But I get distracted. There's some people here that are here for the streams. Efren with a $2 super chat. I'll return to tinting sprint or spring 2021. Hey, if you found something that you like, no worries, man. Tinting is if you're not tinting, you're not making money, and that can always be a downer with window tinting, but it is a very good income. Holy shit, my download is 50 and 50 down, 3 up. God, I could talk about internet for a long time too. Chargers, I hear chargers are hard. I'm excited to see how you shrink a back window on it. Yeah, I got some videos too. Yeah, these are definitely one of the harder common windows that you're gonna see. All right, so let's go. Let's go bro. Go. We good? Mics? Damn, this software, it works. Holy shit, that's awesome. All right, I think I'm 99% set up. I actually spent a good half an hour making sure the stream and stuff was set up before I even got here or got to this point. So can you make over $100,000 in tinting? As a business, yes. Yes, you can. Working for somebody, no. Chances are no. Usually the best people, I don't know. It varies, but if you are part of like a company that gets good commission rates and they just stack you with high-end work, you have a much better shot. It all depends on how. I'm gonna get a step stool because I don't want to step on this thing. Should I? Yeah, we will. We'll use this thing for right now and see how this goes. Maybe I'll fall. Am I nuts for spending $1K on getting a tint business going with zero experience? No, not at all. I mean, as far as startup costs, that's really not a lot either. There's a lot of businesses that are much more expensive to get into. Window tinting is very affordable to get into, and you can make good money doing it. He gets brought up as an example quite a few times, but the guy, Alligator, he tinted on Obsessed Garage. He bought his LLC before he knew how to tint. He went out, took a tint class, and just hustled. Now he's charging more than most anybody, and he's down in Florida. He does a mobile tinting service. He has a big sales background. So he kind of like customer service and sales first, and then learned how to tint, which I think is the best way to go. That's how much I spent so far. I'm in a good area with a large network. Yeah, I just spent over $1,000 on some more film. Like, yeah, it's better to just kind of take a little leap and like be serious and force yourself to like commit to it. And if it doesn't work out, well, you know you tried and you're only out a little bit of money. Like, I mean, relatively speaking, nobody wants to lose $1,000, but I mean, it's not like I don't know, opening a full building or anything like that. It's like some film, some tools, give it a good try, that type of shit. Where can I get this tape? In the video description, mytintstuff.com. This is called Glassade. I use it to project the window. It's white so you can also see it, but yeah, it's good shit. What? I'm in sales currently. I have a machining background with an eye for detail, and I'm a perfectionist. Oh, nice. Can you make? Here's an idea I was talking about with somebody. Can you, with a machining background, can you make a better Olfa knife? So we all have these red dots, but what doesn't exist is a really high quality one. Would be super cool to see. Where can I hang this? That's not safe. You know what I think I realized? I think my regular work shoes give me slightly more lift. And my flip-flops are very flat. That little boost helps. But it's, so we got a third brake light here. What they did on the Chargers is there's like a very small amount of the early ones that had like a different cutout for that brake light, but most of them have this nice ceramic border around it. So I will just go straight around that. No issues there. What issues do you have with the Alpha? Oh, I just want a more solid one, like a big, not a big, but like just like a really premium feeling one would be super cool. He's 5'2". Fuck you. I am not. I am average height, thank you. This is great. Okay, so we're gonna have to definitely cover these panels. They have carpet on them, or like cloth panel inserts. Those will get wet and show for a while, so we'll cover those up when it comes time. Let's go ahead and get started. These have like a 20-minute runtime. There's really not a good way around that, so it will shut off. You know what oh, I knew it. I forgot to take a picture and set it as the thumbnail. That's what I forgot to do. So now the thumbnail just looks like the X5. Damn it. That's what I forgot to do. Should we update that? Should we update that quick? Or would I be dumb to do that right now? I don't know. Maybe we can be a little bit stupid. Ooh. 2 seconds. Hate that. There's always something. All right. But there's no good way. I have to like OneDrive this to my computer. Upload. Because YouTube doesn't have a way for me to find my live streams and edit the thumbnails on the fly. It's always been super annoying. I never can find my own live streams. On the browser. Like I can as another user, but I can't as myself. It's always been really, really dumb. Okay. Change thumb. Please? Yes! Okay, it's changed. It's your show, we're just along for the ride. Show, we're just along for the ride. Okay, we're good. Now we need films. So we need 35 and 20. We're gonna use 24-inch rolls because I am almost out of the 36-inch rolls. You should rename your business to Livestream Tint. Maybe? I like the idea of putting live stream in the name. But I kind of like, so there's a lot that you gotta do. This is actually a really good topic. There was a lot of thought into the name, and I felt like studio was one of those cooler differentiators, but it's not a huge thing, but it's like when you hear studio and then you see what I've done with just the space, that is why I went with studio instead of like tint shop or something like that. But the other, let's see, and then I added Detroit because, so, I don't know, like more just so people would understand like the location, the general whereabouts, rather than like, you know, because a lot of this being streamed on the channel is very global. Nobody realizes where I'm actually tinting out of. I have had a couple of people since then. Actually, the BMW X5, he saw the channel first. Believe it or not, he saw the AutoZone video, and then he came out for me to do the X5. Because he tried it himself. He spent some money on it, tried it himself, saw my videos, realized that it was a big pain in the ass, and then he decided to, so I was in the area, and he's just like, oh, that would be really cool to have it done by him. Then there you go. Super cool dude. I totally screwed up on that X5 too, by the way. So he came to pick it up, and when he said the back, he didn't mean the entire back. He was just talking about only the back window. So we tinted the whole BMW, and then after the stream, and he came in, I ended up removing the back doors and quarters. Oh! T-Jet! What's up, buddy? What's up, man? At work today. Here's a little bump, bro. Thanks for all you do. I joined the Facebook group too. You helped me make money, so enjoy giving it back. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm super glad that this channel actually helps people make money. That's what I want to see. I have a lot of like, well, I like tech. I thought about being a tech YouTuber, but I was already so far into tinting. And the one thing that I really, really like about teaching something like this or having a channel based around a skill is that everybody can take it and make money. It's not like you need to save up money. So like we can all participate in a cool hobby or something like that that doesn't make money. It's like, no, we can all fucking work together and figure things out and then all make money. It's really, really cool. All right. Corners. Thank you. All right. It's always this little... That's awesome. What was that? The Tint Studio? Your channel helps for sure. Helps people make money. Started off in a local shop, moved to a bigger platform, working for dealerships now. Now I'm running my own thing, all because of your videos. Dude, that's fucking awesome. Love seeing someone who's taken their skill, willing to put time into helping others like you do. People nowadays are only about themselves. I hear ya. That's what it was like when I started. I mean, there were some people, of course, that are willing to like talk about things and help out minimally. But there was always this like super like exclusive crowd of people that would like basically meme on anybody trying to figure this out for themselves and like wouldn't help anybody, and they'd always brag about what they're doing, and it's just always about like me, look at what I'm doing, and fuck everybody else. But do you know what's really cool? If people learn how to do this, if there's more people pushing this whole thing, then there's more work because more people hear about it. And then you might think, hey, wouldn't that mean that just there's a bunch of people that are going to undercut everybody? Well, no. One really cool thing that I've seen come out lately is there's more consumer awareness about ceramics and carbons now. So more people are asking about them, which means that more people can now charge more for what they're doing. So yeah, there's always this like marketplace competition where people have to push to be better. No industry ever stays the same. That's just not the way the world works. So, oh dang, is this new? This is new. Okay, I guess we're gonna open a new roll. When did, what? I didn't think I had a brand new roll of 20. I can't cut straight. There we go. Good deal. I guess we're unboxing a brand new roll. It's coming. It's coming. D3, you live with a $10 super chat, you live 4 hours and 30 minutes away. That's a bit tint pog. Aw, for sure. Thank you for that. That's gonna be a big commitment to come up here then for that windshield. I don't know if you really want to do it. So, if we get tint emojis, I guess we could have a tint pog, huh? Oh shit, that's a good idea. Fuck, we need a tint pog. What would be a tint pog? Is it like my face doing the same face that the pog champ is doing? Would that be dumb or would it be funny? I don't know. There's very few people that I think are even going to understand what that is. That's a huge drive. I'll message you up on Facebook and set a date and time. Damn it. All right. Well, do your big ass truck. Shoot me a message. It would either be you or Pog of the Tint Wiz. Try it. Yeah, I think it's got to be me doing the same face. One thing I hate about 24s on doors is how much film you would waste. So I don't like doing this, but like I said, I got really low on my 36-inch roll, so I would rather burn through some film so I have enough to actually finish a full car rather than be stranded. So unfortunately, that's why we're doing things this way. Should have enough for the quarters now, though, so that's kind of cool. I'll bring my own film to save yours to be a little cheaper for me. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now we're getting into some weird territory. What film? I mean, whatever it is, it shouldn't be that bad. It's sometimes, like, when you get used to a particular film, then you do one thing, like, I'm sorry, I'm messing up what I'm saying. When you bring like a different film into the mix that you haven't used or haven't when aren't like your slip solution's not set up quite right for it, or you just need that little bit of like, oh, okay, I need to make a couple adjustments to make sure this goes right. 3M. Ew. Ew. What 3M? 3M has a lot of films. They have FX, they have color stable, they have crystalline, probably another one. They're actually not very well liked. If it's crystalline, fuck no. I ain't touching it. Is ASWF film good in the US? So I don't tell people to avoid many brands. Hard avoid them at all costs. Do not use ASWF. I don't even want to platform them. But I have a great story for you guys. My worst tint failure was with ASWF. So some of you guys have heard of the term UV bloom. Is GeoShield around the same affordability as Avery? Yes, they are. A lot of color stable dyed films are going to be around the same price point. They're all the good ones are going to be around like 300 for like a 60-inch roll. They're going to be like right in that ballpark. Okay, so ASWF was not fun. We used them for a little while, actually for like over a year, and the film, when we were getting it, it was super curly, it was super staticky, and normally it's like you can deal with some static and you can deal with some curl, but dude, you'd fucking put this like a scrap on the car, it would roll up into a wheel and then it'd go off the car. You peel the liner, it would just roll in on itself. Like, it was butt frustrating to fucking use. And then they started unrolling and re-rolling it to help relieve some of that, and they fixed some of the issues, so they stepped up and they fixed that. And we were using their XL line. And then one day, we had this car come back with all these speckles and the side windows. And we had no idea what it was. And we called them, and we're like, this is really bizarre. And they're just like, yeah, I don't know, probably just a bad batch of film, or a bad roll or weird situation, I don't know. And then we redid the job, but they didn't comp us on the job. They just kind of brushed it off and said, oh, okay, we'll look into it. Because they don't actually like covering warranties. And then we saw another one come back, and then we saw another one come back. Dude, we had a month straight of nothing but full redos. And that's just like, it looked like dirt specks, but what was happening is around February, the water wasn't drying out fast enough, and it was causing the glue to crystallize and look like dirt specks. It was fucking horrible. So the car would leave, look great, and then it would come back within a month and look like complete dog shit. And it wasn't until the entire country was livid about what was going on, and they finally stepped up to the plate, and they said, oh, yeah, we used a different chemical in the glue, and this is what happened. It was just like, we kept hearing things that they knew about it well before they would admit it, and they just kept pushing us off and pushing us off. Dude, it was just fucking unbelievable. And I've heard, that's not the only thing that I've heard from that company. So, like, I saw posts. There's another company that was using them for quite a while. And then they wouldn't honor their warranties. They started having comebacks and stuff like that. And it was just like, dude, fucking step up to the plate, bro. They just grew so quick and they lowered their standards the American way. So it really, really sucked. Fuck that company. All right, where is my scrub pad? I took that out for no reason. So yeah, that's my rant for today, I guess. Ooh, we got another clay bar here. Oh, I haven't washed my clay bar. I gotta wash my clay bar, especially before we get to this back window. I have an eyewitness seeing 3M getting boxed up at a solar grid factory. They don't even have their own film. Yeah, they don't. I don't believe they have their own manufacturing plant. I mean, a lot of companies actually operate that way. You have like a handful of actual film manufacturers. Like the most popular film right now is out of India. You'll hear Global, Gwari, a lot. Now, from what I've heard, there's some variations to it. They don't make one SKU. But they make a lot of film for a lot of people, and it's all going to be pretty similar. So a lot of window tinting is pretty much a branding war. Because we're at the point now where a lot of window films are pretty damn good. So there's not going to be a whole lot of difference from one to the next as far as like color stable. So it only makes sense that the company with the strongest like customer support and branding is going to take over. Some companies get complacent. Some companies step up. You know, I feel 5'2" today. Maybe it's maybe you got some bigger wheels on this, or maybe it's because I need to grab my other stool. But bro, I feel short on this car right now. How much do I think a difference between Geo, Global, and Express? Well, I don't know how much I can say. I gotta ask them on what I can like if I can say about where they come from, but it's like, just read the chat. I'm sure people will chime in on that one. Let me just double check. I don't want to say anything that I'm not supposed to with them. I think I've said it before though. What's the profit margins on the average car? See, that's the wonderful thing about tinting. Margins on tinting are very, very good. It's mostly skill. So it depends on what you sell a job for, but you're talking like material cost on a car will be like $30 to $40. Sometimes less, sometimes more. Depends on the film you go with. But like 30 to 40 bucks. If you get cars done in an hour, you're making really good money when you have that kind of work lined up. Like I'll clear, let's see, I don't know. I got 2 days a week at the glass shop, and gross out of there is like usually 12 to 1,500 out of 2 days working there. So that's pretty nice. I just want to be sure before I say too much about Geo, but I will say they come from a very good manufacturer. But they do not actually own a manufacturing facility. Geo's like this, like in between right now. They're not a gigantic film company, but they're like this decent competitor. And they stand behind their shit. One thing that I really valued about them too, when looking to work with a film company on some level, was that any of you guys that are like seriously looking into getting started as a business and stuff like that, like you're not going to be gated out of that film in any way. So there's some companies that will just like completely ignore you until you're big enough, and then they'll be your best friend. When you do the back window, can you explain how it's so hard? Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk about the back window. It's really just it's curved. It's going to take me longer to shrink, but that's the gist of it. Thank you. Holy shit. Ah, fuck. One second. I just realized when I have an alert playing in my headset, I gotta turn this down on my headset because it played over what it was saying. Thank you, Joseph. Hey, Matt, just ordered Pro Nano ceramic from GeoShield. Going to try it down here in St. Thomas, Virginia Island. It's been way too hot down here. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much for that super chat, and I hope you like their film. So what I've noticed too, I've adjusted my soap for Geo, especially their Classic Pro and Pro Nano are gonna have like very similar adhesives. I can't tell you if they have identical adhesives, but I've noticed a lot of similarities, so I'm assuming they're the same adhesive. But anyways, I'm using a mix of baby shampoo and dish soap, and that seems to be working much, much, much better. I spray a fair amount of both, and it's been much, much better. I haven't had it sticking near as much lately. Yeah, I was just using baby shampoo for a little while, and I was having like these like it was just grabbing a lot, especially on hotter days too. But like I was trying to get into place and it just wouldn't. I'd put more and it just wouldn't. I tried dish soap and that worked pretty well, but it still would like hang up. And then I was just like, I mixed the two together and now it seems, I don't know. Maybe it's just getting used to the film, but I swear to God it helped. So that's the thing. Just be a garage chemist and keep mixing your shit until you find something that works right for you. All right. So let's check her out. We got little, ooh, maybe that's not so good. Hang on. Oh, ooh, ooh, that's no good. We got a little patch there. That's no good. I thought I felt something. How far does it go out? See, it happens to me sometimes. No good. We got a little patch of, so where that fold is, sometimes these are felt seals and sometimes that can happen. And that's exactly what happened. So we're gonna redo this one and we're going to make it look better. We're not always perfect, but we will get it. We will get it. The floors are raised deck floors. I really like them. Guys, leave an F in the chat for that window. Fortunately, we also have to put more plastic down. Should we tape these? Usually I don't, but that was, that's never fun when that happens. We'll try it again without. We'll just do it because now it's wet, right? So, but it happens. So was it dirt? Yeah, it was like dirt, little felt buildup. Like dirt, little speckles from this felt area. Like if you have a couple little teeny specks, that's fine. But when you have like a patch of it, that's when it's like, you're gonna heat up the window a lot. You're gonna press it down. And you can get it to look mostly better, but you still like, when it turns into a patch, that's when it's like, ugh, it's not great. It's definitely not something that you would be very proud of. So we're gonna cut this out and we're gonna do it again. I give you props on the clear plastic. I get tired and I just don't like using it. I don't blame you. It depends on where you are. So if I'm at the glass shop, I do not have the time or like the setup to use it. So I just don't cover door panels there. But when I'm here, I have kind of everything in place and I set things up a little differently here to make the time. And like every once in a while, you guys will see me forget to do it. And that's just because I don't have it hammered in me yet. So. It's definitely one of those sore spots for like cameras that like, one of the things new people will always be concerned of with window tinting is just water being sprayed. So hey, welcome. I cut it, yeah, I don't have to go very far down on these. The seals pretty much match up. So the more that you cut it, or the longer that you, okay. The longer you leave it, the more of a headache you'll have trying to tuck it. So you don't have to go very far down on these. Everything's pretty much up at the top. And then, plotter cutters, sometimes they don't, they don't go hardly down at all. I mean, I guess one way to look at it too is like, you can have stickers on the window that never peel, right? So it's like a seal's not necessarily going to make your tint peel. Depends on your installation. We're just installing stickers. Still got the red dot. Yes, we do. This. I'm gonna try and swipe these seals out a little bit more too. Is that the hatch on the back of us? Yes. Mickey, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Love your work. Always calm and organized while doing a live video from North Alabama. The key word being while we're live. So I used to freak out a lot actually. And like, I mean, there's some older videos of me just like yelling. I can get very, very upset. And what it really comes down to is like, when you're trying to put out good work and there's things in place that don't give you the chance to do that. So it's just like, you got a full day and they gave you like an 80s Corvette. And you're just like, how the fuck am I supposed to make this day work? And they're just like, oh, I don't know. And then they just like leave you to it. And they're just like, fuck you, dude. Or just when they're jamming car after car after car down your throat. And again, you want to put out good work. So I've been in those situations. I can get super frustrated. But yeah, these live streams, I mean, I set them up purposefully so we have more time. And we can like, if a mistake happens, if a problem happens, we can address it. Chevy Silverado, you don't have to pull that one down very far either. I mean, there's a lot of them. Like the Fords are notoriously far down, but they're loose. Those seals are so loose, so a lot of the times you like just make it look nice. Like the thing is, if you have a seal like that's offset and you tint at the top of that, you're gonna see like the glass underneath it, but. So Fords go a little farther down, but they don't have to be so far down that they're under the seal in most cases. Oh no, we got a little bit that's stuck. And I tell you, tinting like this and then going back to like a glass shop and then having like more cars. Like, so we had a problem on Tuesday. I had, like, they double booked an appointment accidentally, And the owner came up to me and he's just like, "We're friends, right?" And I was like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "We're friends, right?" And he's like, "I accidentally double booked at 3 o'clock, so you have 2 full cars. Is that okay? Like, can you handle it?" And one was a Charger and one was a newer model Taurus. And it's like, yeah, okay, I can make that happen. It was like at 3 o'clock, so they close at 5:30. I just have to speed up a little bit to get them both done quickly. They've actually been a lot lighter on booking appointments, and I think it's because I've slowed down and they've noticed. And they're just like, oh, we don't want to try and overwhelm him anymore. He's got his own thing, and he could probably leave. So there's that. I probably need to find a replacement for that, for myself, for that place. Not yet, but probably next year. All right, so let's cross our fingers that this one goes a little bit better. Do you like Michael Jackson and pizza? What? Sure. Why don't you leave? The biggest reason was, okay, we were getting this started up, and then we were pulling in a fair amount of work, and I would have had no problem doing it. And then I got that notice from the city, so it's kind of like balancing act now. I go in there, I have like a place I know that I can tint out of with no issues, and here I'm not breaking any rules by doing this. But I haven't had as much come here. Like, I'm pretty much just scheduling one full car that I can fit in the garage, and that's it. So we're going to be doing this for a while, and then when the time comes, I will probably move, and then that'll be the end of tinting there. Or I will end things there sooner, and then be able to do everything out of here full time. Because basically the whole internet side of things has to offset what I, the show basically has to offset everything. And I don't know when I'll be there, because winter's always a thing, right? Like, all your guys' support is huge, but that's like, that helps tremendously, but it's not like a 100% business. I gotta have a couple other things. So like the store, that definitely helps. YouTube revenue, that helps. Affiliate links, those help. Sponsorships, those help. Everything like that. So I just gotta make sure that's like, I'm confident that that can carry. But I know I can always go back. I could open my own shop too, but like I really don't want to. So what do you guys think? Do you think this turned out cleaner? I sure hope so. I'm not sure yet. Ooh, that felt good. That's the way, like, I always check. Like, one thing you sometimes see me do is after I do that, I'll run my hand there, and it'll feel clean. And if it feels clean, then you know you're good. So that's always greatly encouraging. So we'll squeegee this out really quick. I was definitely extra nervous the second time around. Hello from Romania. What's up, dude? I'm trying to catch as many questions and comments as I can. But they're picking up, man. They're picking up. It's hard for me to hear everybody. Do I worry about the second seal? Nah. Some cars have them, some cars don't. And it's just, if you have a good edge, because here's where you can work yourself into a bit of a pickle, is if you are trying to have so much film tucked down into that seal, you're basically trying to fight getting it down there. So you might crease it or crinkle it or whatever, even trying to get it down there. So like a smooth edge that's just past the first seal is going to be way better than struggling trying to get the film so far tucked down because like you never even got it to lay down properly in the first place. So I would opt for the first one in every scenario. And it'll, like, if you cut your edges a little slimmer and you cut your bottom edge a little shorter, just underneath that first seal, you have a much easier time installing any window anyways, because you don't have as much film to tuck. And all your edges are covered, everything looks good. It'll be fine. So just do that. But we are good. We are good on window 1. Where's the shop located? I'm over in Sterling Heights, near like 15 and DeQuinder. Not to dox myself too hard, but like, if you're around there, I can definitely tint your car. You know what really sucked though? I had a guy reach out to me from Rochester, and he has a 2008 Lexus IS 250, and I had this I had a horrible problem with IS 350 and those front doors, because like the film, it was on a hot day, the film stuck way too much, and then it didn't go so well. I'm in the Lansing area. Oh, it's a little far. I'll be about an hour and a half from you, I think. You're like in the middle of the state. And I don't have a waiting area too, so it would have to be dropped off. That's the real struggle. But I actually have had somebody come out from Ann Arbor. That was cool. He dropped it off with me though. That was dope. Dropped it off and went out of state. I'm in Cali. You think I can drive down there? Hell yeah, bro. Bring it on in. But get it to me by 5 o'clock. If you get your car to me by 5 o'clock, yeah, I can get it done. No problem. Can you tint a Honda Civic? Oh, there was somebody that asked. Hang on, I'll switch back. This, the Honda Civic hatch, that is what that window is. Yes, 100%. So yeah, I bought that specially for those cars. And dude, I had the pickiest client come here with a Honda Civic hatchback. And I'm not saying that to be like, sound like I'm annoyed with him. It's just, he is, have you guys ever heard of Obsessed Garage? He is a strong OG guy. And he also is a high-end detailer. So he's just one of those people that is like, man, I don't like to be this way. I just am this way. And it's like, I got you, bro. I got you. So I wouldn't have taken on the job if I knew he wasn't going to be happy with it. I spent 5 hours on that car, and I used that, and boy, I wouldn't have been able to make it look how it does without that. Because also, a guy like that's not going to want his car taken apart either. Not really. Obsessed Garage is a pretty cool community. It's nice to find a bunch of fanatics about their garage, because I like keeping a really, really cool looking space too. So, don't touch the paint. Yeah, exactly. I told him though I had to spray on the outside, but I told him at the end I would hose off the car if he's cool with that, but I would not touch it I was like, there's no way. I was like, don't worry. I'm not going to take a cloth. I'm not going to, like, I have a leaf blower, and that's all I did. I was like, I have that. I'll blow it dry as best as I can, spray it off. That way it's not sitting on your paint. It was a super cool dude. It actually all turned out really, really well. But man, I was like, my nerves. Because we were doing the full windshield too. And it's like, so he's staring at that shit all day. So he was very happy with it. I'm just glad that all went well. All right, dudes. We ready to finally install door number 2? I'd try and have half this car already done. Is it harder to work with chameleon film? Not sure. I actually have not had the chance to really use it, so I couldn't tell you. It probably has some quirks, but I wouldn't know until I get it. I would love to do some chameleon film jobs, though. That would be super fun. What's the door cover? Carpet shield from Lowe's. Transfer tape would actually... Oh, that would be a good idea. I forgot they have clear stuff. Yeah, anything like that. So we've been on a hot streak of carpet shield. I would like, if anybody has some good recommendations on something that would maybe stick a little bit better. It definitely could be a little thinner. But this stuff was local, easy for me to pick up. And for a setup like this, I actually like the idea, but mobile, it's kind of annoying. There we go. So we got an Audi A5 coming in on Saturday too, which should be pretty awesome. It acts like a ceramic. You know, I noticed that with the mirror film. I knew there was going to be some like heat rejection, and they even said it on the website. So there was like that really vibrant, like gold reflective film, the Omnique stuff, but they have a lot of different iridescence and stuff. And they said ceramic, like high heat rejection and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but how effective is it really versus a ceramic? I should make this into a video. That stuff, no joke, was working better than the ceramic, which was fucking crazy. But they only have like a 3-year warranty on it, so it doesn't have, like, it's not gonna last like a ceramic is gonna last. So, but it was like, oh damn, this, like, you put it in front of a heat lamp and it was like, oh dude, this is like solid for sure. Uh-oh, we got a phone call. I'm in a stream. Do people not respect the stream? What the heck, dude? I'm not trying to run a business. I'm trying to run a stream. I'm just gonna let it go to voicemail. Oh, wait. No, we want to leave that for that, because we'll do the quarter. How did I get in the tinting business? I've talked about it a lot before, but the TLDR is I tinted, my dad had an auto accessories shop, and there was a guy that was window tinting there, and then he quit over the weekend. I was detailing there. I was still in high school at the time, and then the guy quit, and then he asked if I wanted to learn, said it could make really good money, so it was just a good skill to have. And he brought in a guy that was tinting his business partner's son. actually, was the window tinter. He had like, my dad had probably about 11 stores, whittled down to like 3 or 4. So he brought in that guy over to our location for a while, and I trained with him. And then I randomly trained with like a bunch of other people over the next handful of years. And it was like just like, not necessarily trained, but like I learned how to tint from that guy, and then I watched a lot of other people, and then I got involved in like the tint communities and stuff. 3 years into it, I made a YouTube channel, and then I got like clowned on so much. So much. They hated me. Holy shit. Hey, what was that? Oh, I thought that was a super chat. Did somebody buy Glass Aid? If you did, thank you. I'm sorry. I gotta get better at that. I gotta have a different alert sound for that. But thank you. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Do you guys know any good car sounds that I can get? Because I've been looking, and on YouTube there's lots of cool sounds, but the recordings are garbage. And some of them are just boring. So I wanted to get some fun ones. So that's why I got like an LFA, a Demon, a Nissan GTR. Do I know of any good training programs? Yes and no. There are tint schools. I'm trying to think. So I know of a good one out of Florida. They run a short program. There's like a handful of companies that run really short programs. So like here's my blanket advice for like a tint program. If you want to get into tinting, get some film and get some... Why did this fall out? Oh, that's dumb. Get some film, get some tools, and just try it yourself. And then as you kind of get into it, then take a class, then take a program, because you're not really going to know if you're into it until you actually try it out. And then you're actually better prepared for a program at that point too. So 100% recommend do that route. And then if you're taking a class, make sure they teach hand cutting. I've actually come to find out that some of them present a really cool class, and they're not very expensive, and then they don't teach hand cutting. They teach plotters, which is a faster way to get patterns, but you're not really going to know a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, unless you're actually buying a plotter, you're going to be pretty ill-equipped and very dependent. Which was funny because the Chicago Auto Pros class that I helped teach, I got there and he was like, no, we're not doing hand cutting. And I was like, fuck you. And then we did hand cutting. He was just like, I don't have the vehicles for hand cutting. I was like, well, you better find them pretty fucking quick, man, because I will pull in my own car and have people hack it up before I leave here without teaching that. I do not care. We will make it happen. Because it's just, you can't. You have to know. Even the best plotter software in the world does not have everything. You'll get a new car, it won't be in the system, or the patterns won't quite line up, and you need to know. There's a guy that works with Global that trains. You get 10% off until your class cost is reimbursed. Yeah, that's Stan Foster. He's been a long time window tint teacher. I've never talked to him. But he seems like a very nice person. Yeah, he's been teaching for long time. He has like a DVD set, which is in 2020 is kind of funny. Hopefully digital downloads too, I would imagine, at this point. But there's a lot of things that you aren't going to be able to find out, or like most of the information is all out there at this point. It's just like some of those courses are really, really good because of the way that they're structured. Hopefully the videos are updated too. There is like a window tint school online thing that I kind of would like to get in touch with and talk to them. He's on the other side of the country? Oh, yeah. If you're not on the West Coast, you're a little far from him. Me too. I'm on the other side. It's cold here. Feels bad. It's not cold here right now, but it's definitely not warm. Good. So one little trick on these quarters too is just, you'll see that they have the ceramic border on the inside, and the seal is actually offset. So if you actually cut things pretty exact and you look through this way, you'll have a gap here. A super cool dude showed me, he's like just cut along this whole border exact, like just like that, and they fit every time without giving you a gap. So that's handy tip for those quarters. We gotta move to Florida. That's what we gotta do. Look at that. It's only been like a year and we've tinted half the car. This is fantastic. How y'all doing? We should probably check on this GoPro right quick. Oh, it's 40. Okay, we're still good. Good GoPro hair too, right? Where did you get those panel covers? Carpet Shield from Lowe's. It's super advanced. Really appreciate your information videos. Is there any way we can tint without using a heat gun? No, use a heat gun. Why? Why would you want to? Hang on, let me put this on. So, look, I get like shrinking back windows. Sorry, let me repeat that because I know I switched. Yes, you could use a torch, but you have to learn how to shrink windows, because what you got to understand is the glass is curved, the film is flat, it's got to fit, and it's never going to fit unless you shrink it. So I don't ever use a heat gun because they're fun to use. I use everything because I have to. So keep that in mind. Just, yes. Oh, where can you get a film rack? Believe it or not, this dealie. This was look. If I look closer, these are dual track rails. You can get these at Lowe's, Home Depot, hardware stores, Menards. So they're really, really simple. I was looking around for something that would work really well. It's got this top rail, and the bars literally hang on. And then I found these like 6 or 7 inch brackets, and I just put the brackets. Why can't I just get this? There we go. Why don't I cut both sides at once? With quarters, I just want to make sure I don't ruin the rubber channels on these, so I will cut them separately. And quarters are always one of those things where, like, when you put film on film, it's harder to see where you're cutting anyways. So I just... Wow. Oh, that wasn't a straight edge at all at the bottom. Okay, but it's going to go down far enough. That's good. So I just didn't want to, like, I don't know. It's habit. Part of it's habit. Part of it's just, you could. You definitely could. I'll just say that. You could. But yeah, the racks, they're super cheap. You just end up buying a lot of brackets. All right. See, I gotta get 2 though, and I've been putting it off. I gotta go get another one of these. I didn't realize how much I would like it. So, but doing this, carrying it around is like obnoxious, so. And then sometimes it sticks together. But this isn't a perfect solution because on some door panels it sticks and some it doesn't stick as well. It doesn't seal down as well. So I need you guys to help figure out the best plastic for us to use, which would be fantastic. Oh, it was the stool. My bad. I feel taller now. I was using that foldy rhino stool for like a long time. And then I was looking for like a cool detailing stool or something to find like what would be the Cadillac of window tinting stools. And I couldn't find anything that I really liked. But then I saw these like camping stools, so they collapse and they expand. It's been pretty cool. Feels a little chintzy, but it's only 30 bucks. You need to curl them. Oh, I can just do this. You need to curl them or shrink them, just in general. If there are some people that will remove the panels, and in that case, you don't have to shrink as many door windows. But when you're installing like I do, yeah, you have to shrink the doors, for sure. Hopefully we'll get this done before the GoPro dies. At least the doors. I have to wash one of my clay bars though, so I'll have to take a slight intermission. I tinted my door windows and the locks stopped working. Yeah, so the thing is, you can get water on the door panels, but you got to keep it out of the switches because there's still bits where the water can run into. So if I don't use one of these plastic covers, I will put a towel over the switches. And a lot of times when you're pretty new, you'll kind of like over clean and over spray, and then everything will get overly saturated. And that's a problem. So yeah, would not be surprised if, you know, everything was fine, I tinted it, and now it doesn't work. What the fuck? Yeah, it got wet. I've done that. I've tripped some early Chryslers. Ew. I tint my windows and they turn brown after a week. You got some shit film. At only a week. That's impressive for film failure. Yeah, so window films, a lot of them, like a lot of the cheap ones, they're all dyed. Or at least that's the cheapest way to make window films. They make good dyed film, but they also make cheap dyed film. So just cheap dyes, cheap materials, they'll fail really fast in the sun, or, you know, within like a year. There we go. It was eBay pre-cut? Yeah. Yep. You saved money one way, but you lose money another way. Not all window films are created equal. So as a tint shop, it can be very challenging when you have 16 shops in your area all quoting different prices, some of them doing it for stupid cheap, everybody telling you 100 different things about window tint, or just like pricing or whatever, and you don't know who to go with and who's trying to sham you or whatever. But with window tint, material costs aren't bad, but Yeah, if you go ultra cheap, just always stay out of ultra cheap. That's a good rule of thumb for any industry. We had a post in the Facebook group that was pretty great. It was a guy that tinted a window for like $10, but it was on the outside of the window. It was pretty great. I said, like, we found how cheap you can go. I wonder how cheap you can still get it on the inside of the glass. $10 only gets you the outside, apparently. You get what you pay for, 100%. Ooh, super chat. I can help with this one. Ooh. I flipped the latch on a 250Z, and thank you so much for that super chat. But the window didn't pop up. Yeah. So on a handful of them, like Infinities, some Mercedes will do this too as well. It just depends on the switch. They'll have. Okay, so a lot of times you're right. You flip this latch, the window pops up. But if you'll notice, there's one other spot on the door. You'll see a button. Push the button, and then the window will pop up. So you can either take a clamp, or a lot of the times there's a screw that you have to unscrew, and that removes the ground off of the button, and then it'll stay up. So do that. It should definitely help. Great question, because it doesn't involve any sort of tinting finesse, and it's just like straightforward. Did I shrink this? No, I didn't. So on quarter windows, you don't always, I mean, you can get away with a lot of them without shrinking. They're small. So I'll still shrink them from time to time. Just want to be extra sure that I'm not pushing things after the fact. Just a very slight curl. Your last live stream, or one of your last live streams ended with Tim Hortons and When Is Canada Getting Glass Aid? Oh, I remember that. Tim Hortons, their coffee went majorly downhill here. They got bought out by Burger King. So we actually really liked them. They invaded the US, or Michigan, really, really quickly. There was only like a couple. And then they, do I know a guy named Nathan Smith? Do you know a man named Smith? That reminds me of like Mary Poppins. No, I don't. But anyways, so Tim Hortons, I just remember the super chat from a while ago. Yeah, they came into Michigan. They were getting pretty popular very quickly. I like Tim Hortons, and then they got bought out. Yeah, Tim sold out, and their quality started dropping hard. I noticed they had pretty good coffee, and then for some reason, I was like, oh, this coffee tastes off. Oh, well, whatever. And then I went back, and then it's like, this one's off too. What the fuck? And then they just couldn't make a decent cup of coffee to save their fucking life. Oh, they make me so upset. Because a lot of the shops I was tinting for at the time, they were literally right next to a Tim Hortons, like all of them. So I just like, well, at least I can get a Tim Hortons coffee. And it's like, nope, fuck that place. No good. But as for Glass Aid, I do have international shipping. So I have shipped out orders to Canada. It's just a little expensive. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. I can send things in a flat rate envelope for like $25 over to Canada. And that's the cheapest that I can do, and that's pretty damn good for international shipping for most things. But I got to figure out, like, I think I can enable it for the site. I just got to make sure I don't get screwed because as far as I know, that's anywhere, but I just got to look through a country list and make sure that somebody orders it from, like, Zimbabwe and then it wants to charge me, like, $100. We'd have a problem there. I gotta flip the latch on this one too, by the way. Because I gotta stop the bing bing. Where's the... This guy right here. Tim Hortons is terrible in the US. In Canada, it's good in certain areas. I get kind of like Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A is like super popular down south. We just finally got some here not too long ago. And the Chick-fil-A by us is awesome. And then I went to Florida with some family. And they never had Chick-fil-A. And then we all got Chick-fil-A. And it was okay. It wasn't as good as what I made it out to be. So I think it depends on the area. But dude, Chick-fil-A here, they're like the Apple store in the mall. There's one nearby in the mall. They have a line, like a half-hour line to get Chick-fil-A because they're just nowhere else. I think we're out. I think we're out of plastic. Oh no. Yeah, this is my last roll, isn't it? Shit. Mic breaking out? Oh, I sure hope not. What to do if you actually lock the doors with the key? Panic. Call a locksmith. Or if you have a lockout kit, but you're in for a bad time. There's no easy way. Call the customer, see if they have a spare key. I have been in that situation though. So I had this really bad habit. Let me make sure I do not relive that bad habit right now. So I start a lot of times on the passenger front door and then work my way around. And with these peg locks, I would hit them. So I'd go around the entire car hitting peg locks. And then I'd get to the driver's side and then I'd unlock it and then push down on this one. I just tried to give you money, but YouTube wouldn't let me. Well, I appreciate the comment and the thought. That's nice. But anyways, so it was on a Saturday. We closed early on a Saturday at the time. Last car of the day, just finishing up. And then I closed all the doors except the driver's door. And I was over on the passenger side. And this dumbass sales guy fucking comes out and is like, how's everything going? And I was like, just touching this one up. I closed my door, and then he closed the one, and I was like, no. Locked the keys in the car, and it was at closing. So it was like, fuck, man. Now we have to, like, nobody. If you do that in the morning, it's not that big of a deal because you have other shit that you can do. But at the end of the day, everybody wants to go home, especially on the weekend. You're in for a bad time. I don't remember entirely if it was just like somebody had a lockout kit and they wedged the door, but I think that's what happened. So one way that I always prevent that is I never shut all the doors anymore out of paranoia. I try to leave the keys outside sometimes, but with the push button starts and whatever, you can't. Do you still charge the full price for locking the keys in? That's a good point. So if you're inconveniencing the customer at that point, it's like if they're clearly unhappy because they're like, oh, fuck, he locked the keys in the car and now I got to wait another hour. It's, I don't know, you're in for a rough time. Just don't do it. I just did that? Oh no. Oh, somebody actually did that while they're watching the stream. I'm sorry, bro. That sucks so much. I always like feather a door when I close it. I just like keep it barely open. And then always keep an eye out. And then like there's another thing too. This goes hand in hand with like driving a stick shift or I'm trying to think. Trying to shoot, I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yeah, like driving a stick shift. So like if you have a remote start, some of you guys know that getting a remote start on a stick shift is kind of like a liability. Because if you remote start it while it's in gear, it's going to jump forward. So you always have to like leave it. Oh, super chat. Thanks, man. Hang on one second. But the remote starter anyways, it'll cause the car to jump forward. So I always, when my first car, I needed a remote start, and it was a stick shift. Well, first car that I bought. And I would always train myself to leave it in neutral. Same thing with like running over a heat gun. There's a lot of window tinters that have like ran over a heat gun. You gotta like train yourself to like be paranoid about accidents happening. So I always do like a walk around before I pull the car out, because you could like have a box of film sitting on the like against the wheel, have a heat gun sitting under the back. It's like a staple trademark of tinters sometimes to run over a heat gun at some point. Never done it yet. Oh, thanks for the super chat. Dude, thank you. Hang on, I will get to both of them. Sometimes I have to read them because my dumbass is talking. But one second. Somebody was asking too, how do I see all the comments? I have them text to speech on my headset. So I hear all of you fuckers. It can be really overwhelming. So when I'm talking and some of you guys are typing in your comments, I can't necessarily pick out everything that was asked because I got to talk over the voices in my head. So yeah, when we have a really active chat, dude, it just fucking becomes a circus for me. I don't think this is the perfect system, but damn it, I'm trying to do my best because there's no way I could go back and just answer. There we go. There's no way I could just go back and keep reading comments. It would be too much of a drag. But I know there's a couple super chats. Hang on one second. We got to change out the GoPro battery, and I think I got to wash a clay bar really quick, so we'll have like a brief intermission before we get to this back window, but things are looking pretty good at this point. Can I say hello to Joe? Hello, Joe. I found out there's a shop that actually puts me up in their showroom. That was really funny. So shout out to you guys if I'm up there. I forgot what the shop was called, but that just reminded me of that really quick. All right, so let's make sure this one's all set. Remember, we had that issue on the other side. We don't want the same thing, obviously. She feels good. Nice. How much do I know about 12 volts? If you check out the channel and look at my my Amazon mirror video, all right, I know I did a handful of remote starters. I understand them, but I'm way out of practice with like taking cars apart and wiring. But I know a lot about it, and I know a lot of potential issues, but I'm just like, you know, if I get a BCM wet or something like that, I'm paying somebody to take it out and replace it. I understand it would be plugs, but it's like getting to it is sometimes a bigger pain in the ass than actually knowing about it. But remote starts and stuff, I've done them. I couldn't do one at this point. But I've worked at accessory shops. Like my dad owned a company with like 12 stores at one point. Then they started to go out of business because the internet became a thing. Housing market crashed. I was actually more into electronics than window tinting for sure, but I was getting into all of it and then sidetracked into window tinting / aviation mechanics. Okay. Make a damn coffee mug with your logo on it already. I need one. I think I had that, didn't I? That is a good idea, though. Maybe I can get my brother to do it, because he does some of the stuff like that, but I wanted, like, a cool one. But then I needed, like, a way to... I was going to have it through a print-on-demand service, but the mugs, in my opinion, on the print-on-demand services are kind of, like, kind of boring. I wanted them to be cool. So we got to change the GoPro battery. Do you know how to jailbreak an iPhone 11? Not on iPhone 11. But yeah, I did plenty of jailbreaking. Most of it was just like, you plug in your phone, you follow the tutorial, click through the things, and then it does, like, people make systems for it. But I know about, like, the jailbreaking, like, they have different repositories full of, like, add-ons and stuff like that, but most of them aren't really, like, I don't know, they got boring. Like, there's enough features on iOS, except you can't move your icons around still. Like, I could help you check out my other Gig T-Town t-shirts. Interesting. The problem with t-shirts... Okay, so here's the biggest issue. Tinters will buy tools, and tinters will buy things that are for the tool tint industry, but read my super chat. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, you're right. I'm getting distracted. I'll get Okay. 2 super chats. Totally forgot about this. Thanks for the reminder. 306 boys with a $7 Canadian super chat. Oh, so you know Tim's. Hey, I posted in the group asking how to tint a G5 window. Also, do you know any tint websites I can order a tank sprayer like you? I do, actually. Tint Keg. So tintkeg.com. Check them out for the tint kegs. Those are like the super, super good ones. Also, I gotta give these guys a shout out too. //tintdepot.com/tint stuff. Here's like a whole list of stuff that I recommend too. How to tint a G5 window. Oh, yeah, I remember the rear window, right? I actually had one of those. Look at some of my older videos. I might have had one with the G5. I had that car. That was my first stick shift that I was talking about. They're longer, they're tougher. The easiest way to do one is there's this product called Dotrix. Uh-oh, that's not good. Did my GoPro just shut off? Why did it do that? Dang, dude. Aw. Alright, we gotta reset the GoPro. We tried hot swapping, it didn't work, but no worries. Yeah, Sun Distributing sells them. Yeah, they're the owners of tintkeg.com too, so you can just go there. But anyways, that back window, so there's a product called Dotrix. Check out how to fix a dot matrix. You could cut the back window short and layer like black vinyl on the inside, because there's the dots on those cars are like this long. They look super ugly. There's no way to make them look really good, other than doing something like that. The other way is just pull shrinking, and it's just, look, some of the people memed and said that it's just glass or it's just an easy window. It's not. It's not the easiest window to do. So just lots of practice. I'll try and give you some pointers in this video, but those are my best recommendations. And then Charles with a $5 super chat. Thanks, bro. Any tips for a Nissan Versa hatchback? I'm going to start practicing. Not really. Those are pretty straightforward. They're pretty easy to do. So just try it and see how it goes. Watch the videos. I will talk a little bit about pull shrinking on this one. So just like stay tuned and we'll get to the back window. My biggest problem is getting it to Canada. I don't know of any Canadian sellers. Most of them are all in the US. We're going to get this this GoPro back up and running. Yeah, what happened? We got a bunch. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. Really annoying with this GoPro. Oh, I talked about Timmy's for a little while. Just now, actually. Or just a little bit ago. We talked about Timmy's for a while. Timmy's went downhill. That is the summary. Timmy's used to be good. They invaded Michigan, and then they got bought out by Burger King, and then they went way downhill. All right, my dudes. We're doing good. There's so many Tim Hortons by places that I worked. You know, sometimes you just can't really run a business and try and sell a car while you're trying to run a live stream. I apologize. We're getting the GoPro back up and running, but I do also have to take a quick intermission to go wash a clay bar. Because we got to see how they go. Ooh! Tint Depot! Tint Depot with a fucking $50 super chat. Oh, they're huge supporters of the stream. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the referral. We have an electric sprayer too. Yeah. So they have like an electric sprayer attachment that you can hook up to the tint kegs. It's something new, something different. Like it runs off of drill batteries. It seems like a pretty interesting idea. So when you get the tank, you have to pressurize them. But they have a newer electric thingy that hooks into the hose. So they're battery powered, if you want to go with that option too, if you don't have a compressor around. It's pretty cool. But thanks you guys so much. I really appreciate that. All right, set up live stream. Come on. You guys want to know what it's like trying to run a live stream while you're trying to do a job with a wireless setup that nobody really does? This is what it's like. Okay, we are connected. So we're going to do a quick test. Good shit. Okay, had to get this up. Give me... I would bring you guys inside. I would bring you guys in the house, but I feel really weird doing that. So give me a second. I just gotta run a glass clay bar under some warm water. So enjoy this view of the car. But you guys can hear me, so I can still hear you, I guess. Here's the clay bar. Give me a second. So we can still chat. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry. You know what I totally forgot? I could hear you guys, but I forgot my wireless mic isn't active in this scene. So I'm sorry. I heard you all saying, like, asking questions and stuff like that. Yeah, I could hear you guys the whole time. So I've got a wireless mic. I've got a headset so I can hear you guys. But we recently got this mic, so I would have something more stationary. I would love to use just the GoPro mic while I'm live and not have to use this wireless mic anymore, but it's been super inconsistent. There's a lot of technicals with the GoPro. Do you guys own any dogs? Yeah, I do, actually. I've got a very cute puppy that maybe I could bring on stream at the end. She's a little, like, Bichon Shih Tzu mix. Super friendly and would love every one of you guys. Okay, good. We're good with the GoPro. All right, let's get into this back window. I have a Shar-Pei. Nice. Love dogs. About to use Avery Dennison Nano Ceramic. How does it shrink? I have no idea. I never got around to their Nano Ceramic. I use their Pro and their other stuff. Good stuff, though. Should shrink fine. Should shrink fine. I have an annoying pit bull. Not just a pit bull, but an annoying one. All right. So let's get some film on this back window. This is what everybody is here for, right? We need 20. And we're probably going to have to turn off our air conditioner. Unfortunately. It's going to get toasted. Oh, that got quiet too. Yeah, this is going to look good. Oh, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. That's like one of my main goals. Like now that I have, like, I'm in a house with a garage. Dude, thank you. Oh, that means a lot, man. Travis with a $5 super chat. Just wanted to say thank you. I pay rent with tint money. I'm moving soon. Any advice on getting clients in a new area? Dude, that's fucking awesome. There's so much I love about that comment. New clients in a new area. Believe it or not, it'll take a little time. The best piece of advice is make some creative ads and boost them on Facebook. Post your work and then boost it. And then also if you feel comfortable enough, make like a video that hits really well is just like seeing the windows get done. Because very few people are actually showing any type of videos where the work is getting done. And it shows, like, if you get really close, you make things look really, really good. You know, you can even do it off of a phone. And then boost that in your area. It's the best way to get lots of inquiries. But that's awesome that you pay your rent money from window tinting. That's super cool. That's one reason, like here, I feel so strongly about tinting from home. Is like this, you can just like cover everything out of your own home. And then your tint space, like you can use that money and get a better tint space and live there. If you feel comfortable enough that. I've noticed like people don't just swing by. I have a harder time actually getting clients than anything because I'm from home. But yeah, boost it. Be real nice. Be real responsive on messaging and stuff like that. You'll get people no problem. Especially now. Thank you so much for the super chat. Super glad to hear that that's going well. All right. So this back window, there's actually a lot to know about these things. One, the defrosters. The defrosters on the Chargers kind of suck. They're thicker. And two, they're very, very curved. So these, a lot of you know, but kind of to go over it a little bit more detail, these are fingers. What makes a back window so tough is when the more curved it is in both dimensions, so like this way and this way, it bubbles out, the more fingers and the bigger fingers that you get. So we got to shrink vertically. So we unrolled the film along the glass and we have to shrink up and down. You can get a little bit out diagonally, but this is like you'll shrink the first bit, and then the more that has to be shrunk together, the harder it is to shrink. So we're gonna go ahead, and you guys are just gonna see what I do. I'll try and explain this as much as I can, but it's also very difficult to explain shrinking. It's really something that you watch, and then you go try yourself, and then watch it again and try it again. So you'll notice my hands here, I'm pinching it, I'm kind of pulling it a little bit and lifting it up off the glass. That is what is called pull shrinking. And then you can kind of get this little heat wave, and you'll notice it starts to go sideways and lay down. and you just keep moving that forward. You can shrink a little bit on the sides. I have another video on the channel too with chargers. Like I've done a fair amount of videos on chargers. But just try and keep everything as even and smooth as you can. A good film always helps, but just because it's an expensive film does not mean it's an easy film to shrink, but that's a whole nother deal. So when you get to this point, it can become very hot, so you can leave some more material. The reason I cut it off on this one was because you all of a sudden have this abrupt like move here, so you're trying to shrink right against this lid. So I'll just push it a little past, or I'll cut it a little bit past and then worry about shrinking it. So when we get to the very ends, you can flip things around, and you know the snap shrinking technique that we did on the doors? You can kind of get away with doing that at the bottom too. So you can keep going until you get there, and you can keep going past, that's fine. But if you notice yourself having some real issues, sometimes just giving some heat at the top and curling it will get the same result. And then we don't want to shrink too far into the center, just kind of keep things over. And then same thing with this. Now, a lot of tint will pinch more towards these like top corners. So you can actually get away with like shrinking some out a little bit diagonally to the side and like push things over. And that kind of makes this stuff sit a little smoother. Do I always use a felt card? Yeah, I really like them. Some people use hard cards. I like the felt cards a little bit better because if you had like a little speck of sand or like a small rock or something on the window and you hard card over it, you'll rip right through it. There is like a newer, like not newer, but there's like a different triangular card that I've seen somebody put felt over. I think that would be a really good option. But I like having that soft part that just kind of acts like a buffer in between whatever's on the glass and the film, so you don't risk ripping a hole through it if you like wipe it off with the towel, and then like I've had this happen. Whoa. I missed my step. I've had it happen a bunch of times when I had just a bunch of cars that I had to tint in a day. Wipe it off really fast, throw the film on, dryer sheet, get 3/4 of the way through, and you hit a little rock down here and rip right through it. That'll piss you off real quick. So same thing, switch your hands. You want that heat going this way. Don't just keep it pointed straight at. Go a little bit of an angle. You're heating down the whole surface. And then just work it. It takes time to learn how to read the film, but you'll notice patterns. You'll notice when things are peeking together. The points kind of tell you where to start, but you want to shrink a little past those, if that makes sense. Don't shrink the peak, go a little past it, or else you'll pinch the film together. And you'll notice some films will shrink easier than others. This is Geo's Pro Classic. It's a really, really nice shrinking film. Some of you guys ask a lot about Lexan. At this point, you will have a hard time shrinking Lexan. Towards the edges is when you have to put a lot of heat. The beginning's easy, but the end of it's really, really tough with a film like Lexan. So just give you guys some type of an idea. And there you go. That's basically it at that point. If you can shrink it smooth enough to just kind of float it, work that heat wave and get it all to lay smooth, then you just go through, press it all down, smooth it out, and you got yourself a back window. So now let's cut it out. Okay, so I don't think we need a stool because I can mostly see it. Is the MacTac the same thing? Yes. Yeah. MacTacs, I think, are like the original branded ones. And there's just a bunch of either knockoffs or competitors. I guess they're not super expensive to produce. So as far as I can tell, like there's definitely a quality difference, but they've all pretty much worked very similar. We cut right on the tape. So I put the inside edge right against where the border of the ceramic is. And then when I cut it in the center of the tape, you get a nice 1/8" border all the way around. So check with like the inside tolerances on the glass. The tighter they are, like we've got an Audi A5 that we got to do on Saturday. Those are going to have some tighter tolerances on the inside, so we'll probably go a little bit slimmer and be a little bit more careful with our placement. Because as you're lining it, sometimes your hand gets a little wavy and shit like that. I need some stream music for sure. Thanks, man. This guy, what's up, bro? Always making backlash shrinking look easy. Thanks, man. But that's like, Jesus, I've done so many. And when it gets to like some of the more difficult cars, like I've done so many Chargers, so many cars like this. But there's definitely some cars that, like, you give me a VW Bug or a Corvette, and we might have some issues, but we'll get there. But yeah, this is like, my life. Been doing, tinting for at least, God, are we going on, I think, 12 years now? 6 days a week, a lot of cars in and out all day, every day. It's like if you just, if you're not at this point, it's like, shit, you're gonna be far behind. What? Oh, that's an interesting emoji. Chill W cat. I said that a bunch in my headset. So once we get to the very end, and we peel off the glass aid, your edges might be a little bit, because you shrunk past it, and then you cut off basically that tension line. So sometimes it's good to go through and just re-shrink those edges. Polish it up. Is there sputtery audio? Really? That's not good. Hang on, let me see if I can do something. Because we should be on like the good mic. But I will check it for you. Oh, during the heat gun. Oh yeah, we're still working on the Sennheiser. Yeah, best I can say is just the electricity interference, maybe. So, believe it or not, it's a dumb expensive microphone. I was not. And like they have a cheaper, really good one that I have now on top of it, but we're using the very expensive wireless microphone. Signal interference on that is super annoying. Minor clipping? Oh, could be. Could be just me yelling. Okay. We'll listen to it after. There's definitely nothing I can do about it right now. So normally on these back windows, I would turn on the car and turn on the rear defrosters, but we're going to do something a little different today. We have a clay bar, and if you guys know, I made a clay bar video not too long ago. But one thing I haven't really tested very much was, does a clay bar help with the defroster issue? And I'm going to have a guess and say, it depends on the film. So probably with some films it'll be okay, and probably with some films you still need to turn on the defrosters. But we'll try today. We'll take a risk, we'll take a gamble, and we'll leave the defrosters off, because leaving the defrosters on make the glass hot and film sticks faster. So it can be a little tricky to get into place. But we have a nice clean clay bar right now, and we're going to wipe it over the defrosters. We're going to be extra thorough on these, and we're going to see how they turn out. You see that? You see that kind of shit? Yeah. Ugh. I was tinting over that for years. So it's probably not the biggest of deals, but it sure looks like a big one. So I think we're pretty good. Holy shit. Dude, that's fucking crazy. So maybe we'll be a little better. Probably should do a little bit on this. I've noticed it's definitely harder on really thick dot matrices. Windows? No, windows are only tinted on the inside, but all of your prep work and all your cutting, shrinking, that happens on the outside, because that's the best place to get a, like, position to get everything in place. Super chat, $2. Thank you so much. Looks like I popped in for the best point. Yeah, man, we're about to install. Cross our fingers. Cross our fingers that everything goes okay. Maybe you tuned in to see a colossal fuck up. We sure hope not. We're not going to reverse roll this one. I don't typically ever reverse roll back windows, but some people love doing that. And if you are good at that, then keep doing that. I just peel and go. No pressure on YouTube. Yeah, I've seen it a little bit. It's all right. We just keep doing what we've been doing, though. I mean, nothing's really changed. So we're just going to cross our fingers that it turns out clean. This is as much as I can hope for. So we squeegeed it off a couple of times. We clay barred it. So we definitely gave our... My back window would be absolutely hell to tint. What kind of back window you got? I've never liked the idea of using sandpaper on windows, though. Too much grit. Where's the iced coffee? Oh, it's over there. It's definitely over there. All right, so we're gonna just soak this one down. We're gonna throw that there, and then we're gonna carry it in. I always carry things in on the passenger side. It's just, if you ask me to do it on the driver's side, my hand motions will be all kinds of fucky. Remove the brake light? Mm-mm. Oh, shit. Come on. There's something that works. Oh, something that works 99% of the time on dot matrix. Turning on the defrosters if you have those peanut issues. But we clay barred, and we're going to see if that helps. I don't think it's a cure-all, but we're going to see if it helps in this case. This is one of those cars where a lot of people have like little air pockets, which some people call peanuts or bananas or whatever kind of circus fruit that you're into. But I'll turn on the defrosters, and that has been 100%, 99 point, like sometimes it'll be like a little guy or something, you know what I mean? But we're just gonna clay bar it, and we're gonna cross our fingers. It's also warm in here, so any additional like humidity and stuff, that's gonna help. We could remove the brake light, but on these, I always tint around this area. It's never been it's never been a issue either. Like, I've never had anybody actually ask me to do it any other way. But it's never really been brought up, so it's just kind of like that's the way I've done them, and people have been cool. So I don't know. If they ask me to, I do it. I tell you what, man, with that fan off, it is getting humid as fuck today. It's rainy outside, so it's not like super hot, but it's super humid. No hair, cross fingers. Yeah, man. I hear ya. It's been a trend on some windshields. We always have to pull out one small little thing on like a windshield. It's been super frustrating. Back windows are a little different. I think it's just something with my reverse roll process. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like, the thing I like about just peeling and go is like it's very quick. And there's not that many more steps. You just... That went pretty well. I think we're good. But we'll check it over. This guy just bought some Glass A, was hoping to see the pop-up. Maybe next time. P.S. You owe me a pop-up. Do we? It's up. Hang on. Wait. Oh, wait. Hang on. Oh, wait. Hang on. No, it's enabled. It's enabled. Maybe. I don't know. I'll check. But hopefully it does pop up. Man, thanks for the super chat, though. Bro, I would... So many technical things. I sure hope it works. Maybe we can cross our fingers. Like, it's not instantaneous. Sometimes it'll take a minute, but I don't know yet. We'll find out. Yeah, man, this looks like it went really well. Hang on, though, because we will scrub this down, squeegee it off, look it over, and then we'll really know. Because, like, my biggest concern, too, is not just the dirt, but it's where did I put the squeegee? Dang, dude. All right. I don't know where it is. I don't have time to look. We'll just use this. I have like a wider squeegee that I like for back windows. But we might have air pockets pop up on this. We only use the clay bar. So, I don't know. We're actually getting clay bars in today, though. They're supposed to be delivered. I ordered 800 of them, so we'll see how those go. So we got little air bubble here. Go on. Damn. Oh, that's good. Oh, it looks so good. I like that. When you get to the end and you squeegee off the window and everything is looking 100. Am I selling any? Yes, we will have them up on the store. It's one of those things that like I'm just trying to bring a little bit of awareness to. So we're gonna see. Funny story about those. So I've used like a handful, and I always notice like, well, at least the ones that I've used have said made in China. So like I got in touch with a Chinese manufacturer, and I was like, how do I know that they're not gonna stick? And you know how they sold me on it? They said, we've been making clay bars for a long time. Our clay bars are awesome. And I was like, fucking sold. So we'll see. We'll see if they're any good or not. I could have just bought 800 horrible clay bars. But it's something that, I don't know. It's just kind of like people are talking about them now. I want, like they've genuinely helped out a bunch. So really hope they're good. Dude, this back window looks fucking great. Damn. I'm like trying to check it over with like the lines and stuff. I don't see a single thing pop up on the defrosters, but I don't want to say clay bars fixed it entirely. I think they helped a bunch, but it also could be the film. Is that it? Wait, was that it? Oh, that was a super chat. I was hoping that was also the... But thank you. Sorry, I'm not trying to put down your super chat. Was really hoping that the other one popped up too. Charles, with a $10 super chat, what makes that window difficult? It looked pretty straightforward. The defrosters are a big issue too, and also just how curved it is. So when people go into it for their first time, it's much more curved than, let's say, a Malibu, an Impala, any other domestic car, like even an Audi. This is much more curved than most of those. So those two things together is what people can have a hard time with. Oh my God! I gotta turn on the fan. Fuck, dude. Let's crank this. Come on. You guys like my AC? My super. I gotta tint this window, and make this look nicer. But oh my God, that's so much better. It just turns into like a sweat box because there's no air movement and it's just humidity. Damn, dude. I think we're good. We gotta touch up a couple little things, like just like, you know, any pinch point, we gotta wipe it down. But that's it. That's like the whole process on this thing. And what percent? We did 35 on the front doors and then we did 20 on the back. Ooh, any tips on a 2016 Passat? Not really. Get a bulldozer if you don't have one because the deck lid gets far in the way. I've been told they are easy to remove, but I haven't removed one myself yet. Just tighter seals, not a super fun car to do. Okay, so we got a little air bubble right at the bottom lip. We need to get that out. And then... I just encourage you to tint your windshield 20%. Can I make a small adjustment to that? Do 20, or no, do 35 on your windshield. 20 is a little bit too dark, in my opinion. It's tough to see out of in certain driving conditions. So if I inspired you, that's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Let me inspire you to make it just slightly safer. I have 35 on mine. It's been great. You get like a nice amount of glare reduction. It still looks plenty dark, and it's a little safer. Tint safe, kids. But by all means, limo the fuck out of your side doors. That's fine. That's industry endorsements right there. All right. Do you think we're all tangled now with cords because we kept dragging a cord back and forth? Dude, this went really well. We had one problem on the passenger front door, and the rest of it went really well. I drive with limo tint on all my cars. I only like, I don't know. I don't do as much driving. I like 35 on the front, and then I go back and forth between 35 and 20 on the front doors. I think 20 is like a better look, but 35 is pretty good with the 35 windshield too as well. Dude, was that a Shopify notification? Is that what that was? Did you guys see it? Did it work? Damn. I'm really happy with the way this went. I love my soap mixture now. Holy shit. So we got one little tiny yellow polka dot. Was that it? So the Shopify thing work? It just takes like an hour? I hope he's still here. Well, that's good. That's good it works. Just gotta tell people to be patient. Which I had to tell that to myself. I missed it? Oh, come on. Okay, well, remember this point in time and then go back to it. I can't help you then. Yeah, it's a third-party tie-in, so it doesn't surprise me if there's like some significant delay. Plus, it's like, I don't know, it's not supported by like a massive company either, so. It's not Shopify, but it's a app through Shopify. Ooh, that. We want to get that. If you do 5% on your windshield, post it in my group. That way there's lots of interaction. Because people will fucking murder you for that. But it's good for group interaction, so. I'm always torn on that. So we're good. We tinted a car. Do you use Johnson Baby shampoo with dish soap mix? Right now we're using, I don't know. I found it in Meijer. It's like this. It was in the baby section. It looked like the old J&J bottles. Okay, I'll go do it right now. Do it. Do it. Yeah, Facebook group. Y'all can go follow the Facebook group too. Here, I'll link it so it's easy for you. .com/group. Yeah, I wouldn't do it either. Groups. There. Go there. That's my Facebook group. Go join it. And post all the 5% windshields and then just watch everybody go apeshit. Let me be clear though. I don't endorse 5% windshields. I just love 5% windshield reactions in Facebook groups because they just like, people freak out. I only do 35 on windshields. I wouldn't tint it. But, like... Matt, you inspired me to do black vinyl all around and windshield. Now I'm paralyzed from the waist down. Thanks. Glad I could help. Use some of your disability money and send it on over as a super chat. That would be cool. That looks super sexy with the tint. Great job. Thank you. Yeah, it turned out really, really well. I'm very happy with this one. The color looks fantastic. I'm sorry. There's only so much I can do as far as cameras. I want to get my other one back up, but yeah, it looks good. Oh, I should say, we'll post pictures of this car in the group too, if you guys are just wondering. I always take pictures and I can post them in the group. It's always a good, like, YouTube doesn't have a really good community aspect to it, so a lot of people hang out on the Facebook group. So that's where there's lots of other really good tint groups too. I'm just blocked from most of them. Would you advise a new tinter to remove panels? Have you tried Lumar film on soap? Oh, there's a couple questions there. New tinter to remove panels. It depends on if you have a knack for it. There's some people that learn that way and they only remove panels. Hey, 666. That's dark. $2 super chat. Thank you. Shout out Little Jazz. Oh, with little dinosaurs. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for the support. I really appreciate that. As for a new tinter, this is always a hot debated topic. Some people love removing door panels. I don't like to remove anything, but that makes it a little bit harder to learn. But it's that trade-off, right? You get certain cars that you just don't really want to take apart. Let's say like a Range Rover comes in and then you take apart all 4 doors. Like, I mean, there's a lot of cars you can pop the seals out of. It's something that you can learn. My younger brother, I think he's got a happy balance. He only pops the ones that are really easy to remove. Took the time to learn which ones are and which ones aren't. I never took that time. I just tint pretty much everything as is, and sometimes that can be a big pain in the ass. But normally it goes okay. But it took me a long time to get there. This guy with a $5 super chat. Man, you're a champ today. Car came out great. I really want to come out and bring you my car. I need a small vacation anyways, all the way from Cali. Michigan would not be a vacation, but I really appreciate that. I would love to tint your car, but all the way from Cali to Michigan, Michigan's not vacation, bro. It's opposite. We go to Cali for vacations. We have lakes. We're the Great Lakes state, home of the Motor City. So like a lot of car manufacturers here, but it's like, Detroit's kind of a meme anyways. That was for my little sister. Oh, awesome. Well, shout out to your little sister, dude. The road trips are my vacation. Oh, interesting. I just hate driving that long. I get to the point where I'm just kind of like, are we there yet? Are we there yet? I'm so tired. And I used to drive like an hour every day to work and then an hour back. And I just got so, now I only drive 5 minutes to most places, and it's awesome. 306 with a 2. It's showing me, different ones. The 206 Canadian, or you at 279 Canadian, 206 American, or something. Go look at the Facebook group. I posted the 5% shield. All right, hang on. I'm going there right now. I think I can take you guys with me. Sorry, I'm trying to sell a 2006 Honda Civic, so I got a bunch of people asking me about it. Most people are really lowballing me on it, and that's always fun to sort through. I hate it. I just want to get rid of it. Jesus, I see myself. I didn't realize I was on my own Facebook group. I forgot I was streaming there too. Okay, hang on. Oh, are you is your name Josh? Oh, dude, you took drone footage of this shit. What? 5%? Guys, look at this. Where are you? Holy shit. Oh god. Oh god, that's loud. Let's mute that. Dude, look at that. That's so like that's the most cinematic 5% windshield I've ever seen. Oh, beautiful pictures. Dude, that's awesome. Oh my god. Oh, the noise. Sorry if that's you can't even see. Dude, you took some fucking awesome pictures. Where was that? Saskatchewan? Dude, that's sick. That like, you know, that's something I never thought about. If you guys have awesome like car pictures, post them in the groups. Show them off, man. That's awesome. Most window tint shops, we just take pictures like in our garages and stuff. But like going out like in a Lord of the Rings-esque landscape, that's fucking cool. Nice job. That'll be the most controversial, beautiful 5% windshield post I've ever seen. Well done. Good shit. All right. And with that, I don't know. Are we done? Are we done today? This one was a really fun stream. Thank you guys for like hanging out. So supportive. Oh, I want to call out super chats. Because that was like, everything went well. Nothing dropped either. So I guess the internet was a problem. So let me drag this window over here. What would 20% over factory 20 plus another... What would 20 over factory plus another 5%? You're like 0.0001% or something. This was great. Thank you. Damn. You guys just gave me like a fucking wall of super chats. So huge shout out to everybody. D3, Efren, Jamie... Maddie, Jay, Johan, sorry, T-Jet, Joseph, Mickey, Lewis, 306, Charles, Tint Depot, Travis, this guy, 666, and 306, boys. And there's a bunch of repeats in there too. Dude, fucking awesome stream today. This was super fun. We got another one, though. We have another live stream coming to you guys Saturday. Saturday, we have an Audi A5. So if you guys know about those, tighter seals, tighter tolerances. We've done them before on stream, but we will do another one, and we will make it look great. So thanks, everybody, for just all the love, all the support today. Just hanging out in the stream, asking questions, being part of the community, all of that. Really, really means a lot. This would not be as fun as it is without you guys hanging out and like memeing, having a good time. That's what this is all about. And at the end of the day, we can learn and we can make some money and get some independence. So thanks you guys so much for tuning in. I guess that's it. I'm going to notify the customer and I will see you guys on Saturday. That feels good to say. I'm glad I have it scheduled. Bye-bye.